Minasan, konnichiwa. Welcome to my channel Nihonno Neko. I'm Daria and here we talk all about Japanese language learning. Today we're gonna continue with our 5 kanji 5-minute series specifically for JLPT N3 level. So by the end of this video you will know another 5 kanji. These 5 kanji we are gonna look at today, and let's provide a context for these kanji. 年末の頃、未来のことを考えながら掃除をしました。1万円札を見つけて大喜びになりました。嬉しくてなりませんでした。So first of all, let's grab a couple of these kanji, which is matsu and mi, and compare to. These two are actually very similar in their shape, as you can see here, but matsu has a longer strike. The top horizontal is longer than the bottom horizontal. And mi is opposite. The top horizontal is smaller than the bottom. And this is the main difference that you need to remember. When it comes to the meaning, matsu is all about the end. End of year, like here, nenmatsu, end of the week or weekend, shumatsu, or those are onyomi, and kunyomi is suya, so sueni is in the end, and there is a grammar structure from JLPT N2, a little bit more advanced, that use sue as well. And if we look at the mi in comparison, this is all about not yet something. And you can think about that where the tree where the branches are smaller than the smaller top branches, it's not yet grown, and kind of remember it this way. And good words to remember here is obviously mirai, which is interesting because mi is not yet and rai is the kanji for kuru, which is to come. So something that not yet here is the future, which totally makes sense, and that is mirai. Then you have something like miharai, and that is something that is unpaid, not yet paid, right? And then you have something like miman, which is insufficient. So man to be satisfactory, and then mi is not yet, so insufficient would be miman. And another important notice about mi is actually kanji for mada, which is not yet, right? However, mada is usually written with kanji, but if you were to write it with kanji, that's the kanji you would use. Next kanji that we'll look at is today is satsu, and that means bill in terms of paper money. And one way to remember, I think, is imagining that someone actually dropped money under the tree and there is money laying under the tree, like this kanji is actually resembling. And satsu is onyomi, and this is mostly used reading of this kanji, and kunyomi is fuda, and that means like ticket, label, and so on. Good combinations are obviously anything that has like a bill, like here, ichiman yen, satsu. Oh, and another interesting word to remember is Sapporo. The place in Japan, Sapporo, is actually using that first kanji. Next couple of kanji that we're looking at today is ureshi and yorokobu, and these two kanji have a lot in common except for the onna radical in ureshi. One way to remember here, I think, is imagining a samurai eating beans that is very glad and happy, because this is actually, you can see in this kanji. And for ureshi, you can think of a lady looking at the samurai eating beans and being very happy as a way to remember that as well. Hopefully that story will be helpful for you. As far as words, ureshi is glad, happy, all of that. Then you have something ureshi namida, which is tears of joy. And as far as onyomi, the key is onyomi, but it's not that often used, so I would recommend to focus on ureshi for this level for sure. When it comes to yorokobu, interestingly enough, onyomi is also key here, and you have words like kigeki, which is a comedy show, which totally makes sense because yorokobu is to be happy, glad, delighted, all of that, and geki is a stage theater, so together that means a comedy show. And then you have yorokobu, to be happy, to be pleased, right? And then you have o yorokobi, like a great joy, like we have here in this sentence. 大喜びになりました。And so, let's look at our sentence one more time. So, 年末の頃 at the time of the end of the year. 未来のことを考えながら掃除をしました。I was cleaning up and thinking about the future. 1万円札を見つけて大喜びになりました。So I found the bill of 10,000 yen and was very delighted about it. 嬉しくてなりませんでした。I was so happy I couldn't contain myself. And this form, this grammar form, でなりません or in here we have a past form なりませんでした is a grammar form that says that I couldn't help myself but do X. In this example, 嬉しくてなりませんでした I couldn't help myself. I was so happy I couldn't just stop cheering. And this is a little more advanced grammar from JLPT N3. However, it is often used as something that would be good for you to remember. The form and なりません or ならない or なりませんでした whatever form you want to use, that would mean I couldn't contain myself, I couldn't help myself but do X. And those are our 5 kanji for today. I hope you remember them well. If you like today's video, first of all, make sure to smash that like button. I would highly appreciate that. And if you want to support me further, make sure to check out my Patreon page where you can find the link in description below. That said, next time we are going to continue our 5 kanji 5 minutes journey. So if you're interested in that, make sure you are subscribed and hitting that notification bell not to miss the video next week. That said, I'm Daria. I hope video was Sunday for you. And until then, ciao ne!